Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today is the day we finally got our very first look at Black Ops 6 Multiplayer. And today, I wanted to do a deep dive into everything we just learned about BO6 MP. So that being said, let's dive into it. So obviously during the Black Ops 6 Direct event, which I'm sure plenty of you tuned into, we got a ton of looks at multiplayer gameplay, showing off weapon system a little bit, the new movement system, all sorts of stuff like that. So I'm gonna have plenty of B-roll showing throughout this video, actually talking about the gameplay with what we're detailing here, because Call of Duty also went through and detailed a ton of stuff in their blog as well when it comes to multiplayer gameplay specifically. Also, even more on the campaign and zombies, but I'm going to save all that for a separate video later on today. So make sure you are subscribed with those notifications turned on so you don't miss any need to know info. We've got so much stuff to detail here with multiplayer and beyond, so be sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, if you enjoy the video or if you're just simply excited for Black Ops 6, let me know by dropping a like on it. But our detailed briefing. So multiplayer is the key ingredient of DNA in Black Ops, and the frenetic action hero style of play is central to the series. So for those worried about this being on the Modern Warfare engine, technically this is still a Black Ops game. For Black Ops 6, every single part of the multiplayer gameplay experience has been innovated upon, from movement to weapon firing, footsteps, progression systems, takedowns, and more. Many of these features also span across the entire content offering with campaign, multiplayer, and zombies. And one of the biggest innovations is Omni movement, where long-established FPS constructs have been removed, allowing you to maneuver much more realistically and unlocking a level of fluidity and fun that's never been reached in a Black Ops game. So we talked about this briefly with some leaks the other day with Omni movement and how exactly this is going to work, but basically it gives you the ability to move in any direction and have full control of your character at all times. So you can sprint forwards, backwards, left to right. You can dive forwards, backwards, left to right. You have a 360-degree control of your character while you're prone. So you can be prone on your stomach, you can be prone on your side, on your back. You can dive into those positions as well, which is really, really cool. It's going to make for a movement system that is quite literally the most unique that we've ever seen in Call of Duty before. And if you're worried about this at all, or maybe you try it out when the game launches and you're not a fan, you can actually just turn this off. So if you want the more standard, more classic COD movement, you can stick to that with your dolphin diving and your proning and everything. Or if you want to take advantage of the Omni movement, you can have that turned on in your settings and you'll be good to go. It'll be there, totally available across all modes. In addition to that, there's also going to be some new intelligent movement designs added to the game that they compared to how in other games like racing games, for instance, you have various assists like braking assist or your line assist. Well, in this game, there's going to be sprint assist, mantle assist, and crouch assist. They say Omni movement is not the only movement innovation coming to BO6. There's a new set of features known as intelligent movement designed to drastically reduce how many buttons or keys you're pressing to do various movements. So this is designed with the highest skilled players in mind and the lowest skilled players in mind. However, it's not for everyone. So again, this is something you could turn off if you want, but basically it's going to make it easier to do slides into a jump shot or to take advantage of the various Omni movement systems in game. But again, not entirely necessary. You can choose to play with it or not. They're also completely revamping enemy hit zones, which is going to impact how your shots feel and look against enemy players. So if you shoot them in the shoulder or in the leg, they're going to behave accordingly with that, specifically and particularly like in ragdolls after you take out a player. So not nearly as impactful on the raw gameplay itself, but it is important nonetheless for one of the updates that they are introducing in this game. And it's going to be cool to see, but more so as like a visual impact rather than a drastic change to full-on gameplay. With operators, of course, all the details here are going to be better than ever, according to Call of Duty. They've completely revamped how they go through and design how an operator looks, from their face to their hands to the lighting on them, all of their equipment, everything like that. So the game, technically speaking, from Call of Duty is the best looking COD game to date. They also talked a lot about gear and weapons here. They say, expect Black Ops 6 to deliver an incredible lineup of weapons. There are some familiar arms with a real emphasis on the gritty world of clandestine operations in the 1990s, while also including many that are new to the franchise. There is actually 12 all new weapons that we've never seen in COD before, in addition to several that we have seen before. The team took a tool for every job approach with a wide variety of weapons and gear, as the characters who employ this armory usually operate outside of the normal normal playbook and procure gear by any means necessary. The weapons team leaned into this plan, resulting in a selection of armaments from the military, as well as armaments from more unique situations as well. This continues into the gear section as well, where you're able to choose a variety of off-the-shelf military issue equipment to field fabricated and makeshift gadgets, all intended to continue that unique signature Black Ops feel. They also made some major changes to the heads-up display. Now, for the first time ever, we're going to be able to fully customize our heads-up display. So if you want the mini-map in the top left or the top right or wherever else, if you want to have your ammo placed in different spots around the screen or turn this stuff off and be more hardcore, you can do so. It's going to be really interesting to see how you can actually go through and program everything that you want for your HUD, specifically to what works best for you and what's the most convenient for you. Very similar to like what we have going on within Call of Duty Mobile and Warzone Mobile, for instance. They also detail the maps a lot. Here was some initial intel. We're excited to announce that there will be 16 all brand new multiplayer maps at launch, including 12 6v6 core maps and 4 entirely new strike maps that you can play in 2v2 or in 6v6. So those are generally more compact and offer more constant chaos. They don't say anything about ground war or anything larger than 6v6 though, so important to take note of that. But 12 6v6 maps straight up meant for 6v6, 4 additional 6v6 maps that you can also play 2v2, and we get a nice look at a handful of them with some of their screenshots here. We also though have a brand new prestige system, or more of an updated prestige system if you will. They say early on in Black Ops 6's development, a goal was set to ensure leveling and XP mattered more than ever, resulting in a deep and rewarding progression journey for players starting at launch. Current and past progression systems throughout COD's history were studied, and within the Black Ops series, there was a particular fondness both across the community and internally for a more classic prestige system. So Black Ops 6 marks the return of classic prestige. The team is bringing back the very best parts of COD prestige integrations and are going bigger and better with more rewards than ever before, alongside some new surprises as well. So they say players can look forward to experiencing some classic, recognizable aspects of prestige once you reach your maximum player level. So if it's 55, which they say it is, you can then enter prestige. There's going to be 10 prestiges in total, and then once you get through all of those prestiges and you reach rank 55 on prestige 10, you enter prestige master, which gives you 1,000 additional levels. So like similar to Black Ops 3, I believe, for instance, had this. There's also classified rewards after prestige master as well that you can end up unlocking. And obviously, we'll have to figure out and discuss what those are once the game fully is out. I also mentioned that theater mode is going to be returning as well, and we had that leaked the other day, but now it is officially confirmed. Call of Duty did also confirm that we are going to see a full-on deep dive into multiplayer as well, just in a few weeks time from now. On August 28th, we are going to see the next iteration of Call of Duty Next, which is going to feature live gameplay from a bunch of creators showing off multiplayer, and I would imagine Warzone as well for those of you interested in that. But between the official Call of Duty Direct live stream now and all the footage and all the gameplay that they actually showed there, the detailed blog, and all the information that was shared between various creators who actually got to go out and see the game a little bit early, we now have a much better understanding of what might be the most refined and streamlined multiplayer system to date. Now, obviously right now it is a lot of talk, and obviously it's a lot of hype behind all of this because it's the COD cycle. They reveal it and it's like, oh, could this be the game? But just, trying to look at this through the most unbiased lens we can, it seems like truly they are redesigning a lot of systems in a way that is gearing more towards what the community wants, what we've been asking for years, but also keeping the options open to everyone where, hey, we have this new system, we think this is going to expand on something you guys have all really enjoyed, but if you're not a fan of it, you can turn it off. I think that's a really cool thing and a really cool implementation there. It's not being forced into your gameplay, so if you don't like it, you don't have to play with it. Now, you might be limiting yourself from a more competitive standpoint, but it is really cool that there actually is the ability to truly play this game how you want to play it. And I'm definitely very excited to get my hands on with it soon with the open beta and everything coming up. Like I said, we'll discuss more of those details and a full-on breakdown for everything you might have missed and other important details you need to know in a video later today. So stay tuned for that alongside everything else going on in COD. This is the place to be to guarantee you we're always up to date. So be sure to hit that subscribe button. And if you enjoyed the video, do me a favor and drop a like on your way out. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you later. Peace out.